Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Coming out with it, it's Hill. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the ground, it's Russell. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
And it makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
He had a chance to get rid of it and avoid the loss. Instead, the defense pushes him out of bounds for the loss. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking left. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early...
There he goes. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on fourth down in their first drive. Oh, they're after him. Gets drawn as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Moss. He's got it out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
And that's a great stop by this defense. Second down and goal, getting the lost yardage play, now putting your defense in a better position for third down.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got his man. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the... Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And what a run. When you're an offensive coordinator and you're backed up, you're just trying to create some space to get out of your own end zone, and it's always a nice bonus when you pop one and create some serious space for your offense and some momentum going forward.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Razorbacks can really attack on this second and short. Scanning the field, it's Green. Dances away to buy time. That's caught. It's Russell. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught behind the line. It's Russell. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He'll pull it down, and he'll slide after picking up the first down. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on fourth down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over.
Turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it? They fake it, the kicker's looking to pass. And it's caught for the 2, and they have an 8-0 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Finds some room. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Touchdown, Aggies. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Holy cow, how about that? You think he's going in for the score. It looks like he's going to get it. He fumbles the football. Who's going to get it? Johnny on the spot. The offense finds the football, lands on it, and gets the touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on foot. Turning it on! That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They'll leave it with him. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. These two old SWC rivals might have taken a bit of a hiatus in their series, but once the Aggies came to the SEC, things ratcheted back up quickly.
Right, and that's been some of the cool side of conference expansion, right? You got this rivalry renewed from a long time ago, but since joining the conference, A&M has dominated Arkansas. Arkansas looking to get a little bigger.
It always feels big when you watch this game, and we've seen so many of these games in recent years being played at Jerry World, and with all the speed on the field from both sides, this is always, I think, one of the more fun games to watch every season.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking to throw, it's Green. Touchdown, Arkansas! Fitted in the window for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw in 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short. The lead remains 7 as they were trying to push this to a 2-possession lead. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the 1st quarter with an onside kick.
And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. 1st quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Using his legs, it's Washington. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. The Razorbacks in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go.
Makes the grab on the big throw. Inside the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. On the ground. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking down the middle. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Time to take a shot. He's got it on the left. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Fires to the tight end. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He brought that thing out of the end zone with the idea of making a play, but he wasn't even able to get back to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Dropping back, it's Green. Caught near the sticks, it's Jones. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Got it behind the line, it's Russell. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense?
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal for this offense. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. To the air, it's Green. Safe completion on the screen. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try to sneak it. The sneak scores it.
And how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. 4th down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays.
There he goes. He smashes his way through again. Delivers another punch. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as a shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll go right back to him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Gets it out quickly. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, we live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Just adds another dimension to this offense, and the Aggies have had quarterbacks who can run over the year. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Dropping back, it's Green. Snagged out of the air. Still running at the 40. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The magic bean is spinning out of, looking deep down the right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. On the run, it's Russell. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll go to the ground. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. From the gun to give, looking for room. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. So he recovers his own fumble, but they will have to turn it over on downs. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Stopped and backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Quick tempo here for the offense. To the air, it's Green. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the... And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he could make the catch.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They've got the screen set up. Touchdown, Aggie! A great catch and run for 6.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Arkansas ready to send out this offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then you...
Makes the grab deep. Turning it on. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch, and they finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Rush is on him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And he does it again. He's showing you time and time again, man. This dude is just like a running back. And you see it in college football now. Just having that guy at that spot, such an advantage. And you watch him there, just pulls the ball down, picks up yardage, and over 100 on the day now.
Catch in the middle. It's Jones. Touchdown, Arkansas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, trying to find his man. With the catch, it's Craver. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Just a short pass to the tight end. Brings him to the open. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. A first down run in the red zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Big fella moving. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Going for 6. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for. Trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Aggie. And they take it in for 6 more points. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
To the air, it's Reed. He's in there from the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Green. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Finds his man. It's Jones. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting on his block, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The play action fake. Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it. Do it again, and they'll be on top.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
That's reeled in. It's Concepcion. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Makes the grab. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. There he goes. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. On the run, it's Russell. He breaks the tackle. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Got it in the middle. It's Blake. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Green. Flips it out to the back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. He'll keep it on the sneak. Sneak gets it done.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Looking for the 2-point try. Tight end now in motion. To throw, it's Green. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Opening play of the drive from the 39. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Boom. Zings it complete to the right. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's a fumble. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find the man.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Off the play fake. He'll take a shot. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll give it to the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. And the Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Makes it past the marker. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. That defensive penalty was just what the doctor ordered for this offense. It's now 2nd and 3. The give out of the gun. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Razorbacks back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quickly complete.
Yeah, man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice.
Got enough space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Looking downfield, it's forget the kick, he's going to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That keeps the score Arkansas 47, Texas A&M 29.
Not much reason to go for the onside kick at this point, except they want to run up the score. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days. Turning it on! He's at the 10. Touchdown, Aggies! Once he got some room, it was over.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Wants to pass. He goes in for the 2, and now they've got it down to 10. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They still have work to here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play.
Oh, he found a space on the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to him. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution.
Oh, they want the 2, and the holder's going to try to throw it. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Under fire. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Fakes the grab on the left. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. The sure hands. It's Washington. Breaks into the open. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line.
And with the lead late in this game, how about going play action? The run fake just freezes the defenders for a split second, helps make the throw.
This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Aggie! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
To the air, it's Reed. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Send that offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He steps out of bounds at the 16, but now they have some room to operate. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Let's see what he can do with it. Slips through the line. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Grabbed behind the line, it's Moss. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to throw, it's Reed. Buying some time. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, no mystery here. 3rd in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Going to try to get it himself. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
Well, this is a quarterback who's used to using his athleticism to his advantage and burning defenses, but there was nothing going there. Great job by the defense, taking everything away and forcing a run for a loss as that quarterback was smart to get out of bounds.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got the 1st down and more. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate, and late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Dances away. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a quick return on the interception.
That's what I'm talking about. What a clutch play. You had to have a play on defense. You needed to get the ball back to your offense. Forcing the interception, forcing them to throw the football late in the game. Nice job by this defense. Let's give the offense a turn now.
With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. On the run, still looking. Touchdown, Aggie! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
I think that's the hardest part about coaching 18 to 22-year-olds, David, is complacency is something you're always trying to fight. They were the higher-ranked team coming into this game. Looked like they were just, kind of cruising through early, had had some miscues, but they fought their way back, and now they have the lead.
And they definitely were sleepwalking. And they knew they were the better team, but they dug themselves a huge hole. I love the response. They got punched right in the mouth, but they didn't quit, and they didn't pout, they didn't sulk, and they responded really well. They got on a heater, man, and they took the lead in this ballgame.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And didn't find much room at all as he'll go out of bounds at the 12. Try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Tried to freeze him with a fake spike. Under fire. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking for a man. It's Green. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where's the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Now he's going to break the pocket. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. So after hitting bankrupt, spinning that wheel of fortune, now this offense can tack a little more onto the lead. They have it 1st and goal. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the 4th quarter. With the 12th man standing at the ready, and at times it seemed as if A&M needed them, the Aggies take down the Razorbacks and win this rivalry game. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Mustangs will kick it off to get us underway. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll try the run. And the good news for the offense, there's nowhere to go from here but forward. No gain on the first play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. Throws to the tight end. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Big play on this 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that is what every single defense wants, man. They got to get those negative plays so you can put them in predictable situations. They gave up some yardage, but that's okay. Getting the sack, now forcing the 3rd and long, gear up the pass rushers, bring in some extra DBs, and try to go get them again.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Aggies. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Back to throw, it's Jennings. The screen, he can go. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo. Back to pass on second down. Buys a little extra time. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Interception! You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's going to be a tough throw for the quarterback to make, right? He's right-handed, he's rolling to his left, and that throw is going way down the field. So he's not going to be able to get all the velocity he wants. And he didn't have the accuracy either, and that's a bad combination, and that's a big part of why that ball was intercepted.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Jennings. He's going to run it. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Gives it on the option. Plows through the defense.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Reed. Now improvising. He's in open space downfield. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Aggies!
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up. Nothing. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Kickoff unit all lined up and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no...
There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. The Mustangs in the hurry-up.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guys, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to pass, it's Jennings. Using his feet to buy time. Fires downfield. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. On the move, he fires. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was